From the OPUPCO studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update with John Helsley. I'm Jenny Carlson. The NCAA brackets are out, John, and Cowboys are a 9 seed playing in San Diego. Let's talk about seeding first. They'll be playing Gonzaga. Do they like where they're seated?
I think they have to like where they seeded because 3 weeks ago they weren't in the tournament at all. You know, they were struggling through that 7-game losing streak. They made a nice run going 5-2. They lost to Kansas and Iowa State, a couple of very good teams, but they finished the season strong. They're in the tournament. It's a little bit of an opportunity for them to push the reset button yet again.
Right. Travis Ford saying after the selection show that they felt they were going to be in that 8-9 area, and they were. A 9 didn't get bumped down to a 10 or something else, but they do get Gonzaga, and we said leading up to the selections that matchups were going to be key for this team. Gonzaga's pretty big. Is that a trouble spot for the Cowboys?
I mean, that'll be something that we focus on here in the next few days. Gonzaga is big, and their big man is their leading scorer. I don't still yet think that they're as good inside Gonzaga as they were a year ago with Kelly Olynyk. I think this is a very good Gonzaga team. I think they're still a guard-oriented team with Stockton and Bell, Pangos. Those 3 guards are really good. I think it's going to be an okay matchup, but yet that's going to be something to watch. If OSU gets in foul trouble, then it could be a big problem.
Obviously, OSU played Gonzaga a year ago in a non-conference game at Gallagher, a really great game. Gonzaga ended up winning. But still, for the Cowboys to win, it's going to take those big 3 having great game. But that's going to be the story throughout this tournament. Could those 3 carry this team a little ways? Not only past Gonzaga, but maybe a little bit further.
They're capable. I mean, that's the thing about this team, and that's the thing that you talk about with the reset is that now that they're in the tournament, they can relax for a minute and say, okay, but they can also refocus and say, this is who we thought we were going to be. Remember, it wasn't that long ago that they were a legitimate Final Four contender. Things have happened to them, injury to Michael Cobbins and some other things, but they're playing good basketball again. I think they're built if they can, just play well and win late in the games. They haven't been a team that's finished especially well, but if they can finish games, they can be very dangerous.
As a 9 seed, I'm not sure you can take great stock of the whole region, but as you look at it, them being in the West, do they like this draw if they can get on a little bit of a roll? Do they feel like the draw plays in their favor?
Well, obviously the big matchup it will be in that second round against an Arizona, the number 1 seed. If you can win that game and assume the number 1 seed, then things, suddenly look pretty good for you. Right. There's a potential Bedlam matchup in the Sweet 16. There's some other teams in that region, but hey, if you get to the Sweet 16 and assume that number 1 position, everything looks good.
Yeah. Now, we'll see how it goes. 3:40 on Friday, the Cowboys and Gonzaga. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.